Nitro Warriors, the top guns of the quarter mile.
Welcome to Adelaide International Raceway. This weekend, the sportsmen take the back seat to the Super Duper Playground Drag Racing Series Professional Door Slammers. This weekend, we see new combinations in the form of two nitrous cars going against the old school blower cars of the DragFactor League. This is a match race environment where anything goes, anything could happen, and you'll see just about anything happen in qualifying today in this event. First pair out, we have the blown 55 Chevy of Johnny and Trevor's NOS 63 Corvette. The first nitrous car in competition, and they're off. And Trevor flies down to the track to a 5.700 to Johnny's 5.98 with a 0. That is an awesome run for Trevor, heading up, trying to take the track record out with a nitrous Corvette in this match race. Next pair, we have Ron's nitrous 55 Chevrolet versus Damien's blown 34 Chevrolet, the Barks Bandit. The Barks Bandit runs a flying 5.76 with a 7, but Ron just flat kills him, but kills the engine too with a 5.72 with a 7. Next pair out, we have Lambo in the blown 57 Nomad Wonder Wagon, the police version, versus Azumanga Devo, Dave Hunter's blown Monero. And Dave is off the track, and Dave goes into the pole. Lambo flies down the track to a 5.78 with a 1, and here we go to a replay to show you what happened to Dave. He just had all sorts of issues. Dave got off the track to the right side into the grass, and his car just wouldn't get back on the asphalt. He hit the pole at almost 240 miles an hour, flying off to the other side of the track, totaling the chassis. Will they have it back in time for the second round of qualifying, or will they have to go to the backup car? We'll see as they get back from the pit lanes. Final pair out, we have a Byron, Phil Dirt in a blown 63 Corvette. His second time in the car. He got his license earlier in the season. And he's off with a real soft launch, just trying to make it down the track with a very little experience. He makes it down the track with a slow 6.22 with a 2 at 235 miles an hour. And that concludes round 1 of qualifying. We are now going into round 2, where we hopefully will see a lot more fast times. First pair out is both the nitrous cars of Trevor and Ron, the 55 and the 63. Trevor got the whole shot on Ron, but Trevor's time seemed to slow down from the first pass with a 5.801. Ron flying with another low 5.7 with a 5.73 with a 3. Next pair is the Barks Bandit driven by Sidra and Wambo in the Wonder Wagon police car. They both had very nice runs. Sidra making a turn towards the center line but keeping off with a 5.74 with a 0, and Wambo with a 5.76 with a 3. Next pair out is Johnny in the blown 55 Chevrolet and Phil in the blown 63. We had some timing issues. This allows Phil to come. We're going to allow Phil to put another bullet in and come back for a second pass, while Johnny, he made it down the track with a 5.96 with 1. Next pair was Phil when he got back to the line in his blown 63 Corvette against Dave in his backup blown Monero. as they take off from the line. Dave with a huge lead on Phil. Phil with a very soft launch. Dave goes to a 5.80 with a 6. Phil with a 6.25 with 9. And that concludes round 2 of qualifying. Now we go to round 3. First pair out is Ron in the Nitrous 55 Chevrolet versus Damon in the Barks Bandit 34 Chevrolet. They're both off to a good run. Cedric gets through the beams first at a 5.74 with Ron. Ron blows another engine, runs a 5.90 with a 1. Next pair out, we have Trevor in the Nitrous 63 Corvette and Wambo in the blown Wonderwagon Police Nomad. And they're off. Wambo with a hole shot goes on to a 5.78 with a 2. Trevor with a 5.71 with a 3. Trevor affirming his dominance here in elapsed time. Next pair out is Dave in the blown Monero and Johnny in the blown 55 Chevrolet. And they're off. Dave leaves Johnny setting at the line. Dave goes to the end of the track with a 5.79. His fastest run yet of the day. Johnny with a 6.02 with an 8. And finally we go to our final run. Phil in the blown 63 Corvette going on by himself again with a very soft launch. He goes through the beams with a very slow 6.63 with a 7, but with a relatively respectable mile per hour. Something seems being wrong with that car out of the hole. And now that concludes qualifying. And their final qualifying order is Trevor with a 5.7 flat. Ron with a 5.72 with a 7. Sidra with a 5.74. Wimba with a 5.76 with a 3. Dave with a 5.79 with a 0. Johnny with a 5.96 with a 1. And Phil with a 6.22 with a 2. Qualifying has been very exciting today with timing light issues. Dave hitting a pole at 230 mile an hour in his primary car. And that concludes our show for today. We will catch you tomorrow when we come out with racing.